get back on her.
That's for sure. She's been around. She knows every trick.
The takedown. This match is for the UWF Ladies Championship belt.
Ooh, back body drop.
Back body dropped her. Takes a boot in the back.
This Candi Devine's very aggressive. You know, she gets you hurt, and she's relentless. She'll stay on you.
Devine throws Rockin' Robin in, but takes a drop kick to the midsection. And that nearly caught her in the wrong section.
This Rockin' Robin, you know, she's a good conditioned athlete. She can absorb quite a bit and come back, as she has done, because she was on a receiving end from Candi Devine in the very beginning, but I'll tell you, right now, she's got Candi Devine going and, oh, reversal.
Rockin' Robin out of Baton Rouge.
Tackle, one tackle.
Puts her down. Off the ropes.
Leapfrog and one. Leapfrog turns around and gives
right
her a
hand.
right to the forehead. And Candi Devine goes tumbling down to the mat. Front face lock.
Rockin' Robin, very good face lock. And putting a lot of pressure on Bruno as well as she reaches up.
Yes, see the way she's putting her chest down and lifting up at the same time. Believe me, to the folks just looking at this, say, how punishing can this be? But this is very, very punishing. Because the way you get the neck in, in a crooked position, applying all that pressure, you feel like your neck is going to snap. Very punishing maneuver.
Referee with a good look at Candi Devine and Rockin' Robin.
What Candi Devine is trying to do, I think she's trying to push because she knows she's near the rope and she knows that the referee will have to break if they get by those ropes.
Rockin' Robin, again, just continues to apply the weight and I think trying to take something out of Candi Devine at this point.
But by right, I think the referee should have broken it because Rockin' Robin's feet were practically outside the ring, on the apron, and that is considered, a point to where you should break.
Devine able to get out of there. Now he's arguing exactly what you're talking about. Meanwhile, Rockin' Robin.
Beautiful sunset flip from the top rope.
Yes. But Devine apparently not shaken by that maneuver. And she goes to work.
Flying mare. Let's see.
Big flying mare.
Uh-oh, Boston Crab. Boston Crab coming up. No.
No, looking for the Boston Crab. Instead throws her overhead. Lots of great matches to continue. Next up, the strap match between De Beers and Orndorff. We'll have Captain Lou out here.
Hey, De Beers and Orndorff coming up. You know that's going to be a great bout. Looking forward to seeing that. And here is the Boston Crab.
Here's
Let
the
me
crab.
See. Will this be submission? Will Rockin' Robin give up here? Who will get that belt?
This matchup is for the UWF Women's Championship. It's a beautiful belt. As you look at Rockin' Robin.
I'll tell you, Rockin' Robin's in serious trouble. Serious trouble.
He is. Boston Crab. You get a look at the face there and the grunt.
Very punishing maneuver, this Boston Crab. And in fact, I'm surprised that Candi Devine isn't leaning. Whoa!
Nice job by Rockin' Robin to flip back over, get in position. Now, Devine returning the favor, but takes the shot to the head. And now working on the back of Rockin' Robin.
Rockin' Robin against the
Drop
ropes. Drop kick. Wow. Didn't catch her too high. Caught her like in the midsection, which can really be devastating because it can knock the wind right out of you. Again, though, Rockin' Robin, to her credit, I mean, she's on the receiving end, but she's in there. She's absorbing a lot of blows, and she's still in there, still fighting.
Rockin' Robin able to get a foot on the turnbuckle, now knocks Devine into the top turnbuckle. The UWF Ladies Championship belt at stake here at the Beach Brawl. Rockin' Robin in the white, Candi Devine in the black.
Been going back and forth,
it's been yes, sir, been a pretty even match.
It's been very even so far, back and forth. Let's see who wants that belt the most.
Whoa! Nicely done. Could that be enough? The lateral press. No, sir.
Well, give credit to Candi Devine because that was what a vicious close liner that was. I really thought that was it, but hey, she got out, she kicked out, and she's still in it. Drop kick and misses.
Oh, that could be trouble for Rockin' Robin, who was really in the driver's seat in this matchup.
She really
now
was.
Devine able to hold back and throws her over in the flying mare with the hair. And runs. Flying mare with the hair. Into the rope. Missed her. And Robin able to elude Candi Devine.
Whatever Candi Devine wanted to do, Rockin' Robin was able to get out of it. And now, let's see, Nam doesn't have a, well, she gets a flying mare over. Ready to fling her center rope. What does Candi have in mind? Misses with a close line and gets caught with one.
Now pulls her up by the hair. You know, you sometimes take these two for granted here. They're such pretty women, but they can really, really wrestle. Some great moves by both. And look at Rockin' Robin on the middle rope. And those shots are punishing. Holding the hair with one hand and landing the right hand with the other.
Gave her left and right. Oh, and look at that. After all that, goes to whip her to the buckles, and she reverses it.
That might be it. Yes, sir. Rockin' Robin has won the championship. Rockin' Robin has won the championship.
Candi Devine can't believe what happened. How could that happen?
First ever woman champion in the Universal Wrestling Federation. Rockin' Robin. A 125-pounder from Baton Rouge, Louisiana is on top of the world in the UWF, wearing the purple championship belt after defeating Candi Devine.
Candi Devine is shocked. She can't believe it yet. She had things under control.
And there it is.
Let's see bring it to the replay. Now watch this. Here's a reversal as Rockin' Robin gets thrown to the buckle. Now watch this. Here comes Candi Devine. Rockin' Robin was out of the way. Gets behind her. Look at this simple roll over. Puts the weight on her. And the referee counts 1, 2, 3. And look at that. But she did it clever. She really put her weight on her. Had her curled up so well that she could not kick out. And that made Rockin' Robin the new champ. Congratulations. Fantastic. Great match.
Wow. And you know that feeling, Bruno, when you're holding that championship belt?
Oh, what a feeling. That's what every wrestler strives for. That's the dream of every wrestler, to one day hold that championship belt. And Rockin' Robin has just realized that dream right now.
Rockin' Robin has held belts before, but this certainly would have to be the peak of her fine career, holding the UWF Ladies Championship belt. And now, the role of defending the title, and that isn't easy either.
That's for sure. She's won the title, but now there's a tough road ahead because there's going to be a lot of tough challenges coming up to that belt. But hey, she's excited. She's going to train real hard because she wants to retain that belt. So don't worry. She's a dedicated girl. She's going to be in great shape, and she'll meet all challengers, I should say.
You are looking at the UWF World's Women's Wrestling Championship belt. And the person above that is obviously very pleased about winning that title in the Beach Brawl over to Candi Devine, Rockin' Robin. What does it feel like to have that belt around the waist?
Oh, gosh. I guess the same as it did last time. This is not my first title, but this is real exciting because it's been a while. And I knew, for the past couple of years, I've been traveling all over the world, so I got home and I had a room full of letters. A whole stack of letters that were asking, where is Rockin' Robin? Where have you been? What have you been doing? Why don't we see you anymore? So after traveling all over the world, I figured, well, if there's that many people out there that want to know where I am, what I'm doing, if I've got that many friends out there, then I think it's about time I show back up, and go where the competition is, and just prove myself all over again. And it really feels good.
Haven't lost a step either, right?
Exactly. Well, you landed here in a UWF in front of a pay-per-view audience that were cheering you on throughout the entire match. You've got the belt. What's next? What, touring throughout the country, the UWF?
Oh, let's see, cars, jewelry, no. No, believe me now, I like everything that comes with it. But, yeah, I think what I'm in for now is just to, I need to go defend the title. Now, I can be a little bit choosy now. That's the great thing about holding a world title, is that it lets you be a little bit choosy about who you wrestle. I don't have to go in there with, Daisy from the farm,
Yeah.
I mean, I can be a little choosy and really get ready for a good match. And because, like I said, I've already proven myself, so now it's time for them, whoever's out there, it's time for them to prove something to be worthy to.
You certainly showed Candi Devine that you still have it in winning a match. It was a very tough match, by the way.
Craig, that wasn't the first time either.
That's right. But it was a difficult match. At one point, I thought, in fact, that she was going to get the belt from you. Did you have to dig down deep in that one?
Well, yeah. what happens, what happens there is when you have two really fine athletes and two, you have to be a real thinker in the ring. And especially me, I depend on my quickness, and trying to outsmart the other person. And Candi DEVINE is pretty quick herself, and she's a pretty fair-headed, I guess. And
Pretty fair-headed.
I don't know. I've never heard her talk. So, and have you ever seen a tennis match? A lot of times.
I've never seen it.
Okay, well I know you have.
I'm just teasing.
In a tennis match, where most of the time it depends on the other person's mistakes, and that's where they get their points.
Unforced errors.
Exactly. So you have to when you're not super big and strong. I'm not, I'm a little 127 pounds, but it allows me to be a little quicker. But that's what you have to depend on a lot of times is the other person's errors, and you have to know when to take advantage of it. And if you can do that, then you come home with this.
Something you always want to do?
Yeah, I guess so. There was a lot. I was really lucky. I had a lot of opportunities. Of course, when I was younger. Yeah. And not that I'm older now, but I had a lot of opportunities. But just this seemed like the thing that most intrigued me was to go out and you travel and you meet so many people, and I guess it was the competition of it all. I can't see. I'm not a desk person. I can't see myself. Although I do have other businesses that I do now too. So I am a businesswoman and I'm a wrestler. So
a woman of the '90s. The name Rockin' Robin, where did it come from? Was it a nickname that someone gave you?
I don't know. I woke up with it, I guess. I don't know. It was.
Is it a reflection of your style?
My name is Robin, and so the first thing that came to mind for everybody was, well, Rockin' Robin. You know the old song, Rockin' Robin. So.
Can you sing it for us?
No. Yeah, that'll cost you. But, it was the first thing that came to mind. It was the old song, and I used to come out to that song, as a matter of fact, little Michael Jackson version.
All right, best of luck defending that title.
Thank you.
Nice go and win it. Rockin' Robin, the UWF Ladies Champion.
Brian Ricco, Craig DeGeorge. What a great World Women's Championship match we had at Beach Brawl. Candi DEVINE and Rockin' Robin. We have Candi with us now. Candi, the fight could have gone either way, but you got upset at the Beach Brawl.
Well, let me tell you one thing. Rockin' Robin was just lucky. And I'll tell you what, I have a rematch with her, and when that rematch is finished, I'm going to become the true champion, which I already am.
She almost, actually, I should say, you almost did win. The clothesline in the end didn't quite work out. Were you confident throughout the match that you could win the belt?
Yes, I was very confident. I've been training really hard for this, and I've been world champion many times before. And Rockin' Robin, I will become champion again. So kiss the belt goodbye, because it's going to be mine.
No stranger to Rockin' Robin either. You've battled her throughout your career, I believe, right?
Yes, several times throughout the Midwest and also the West.
So you kind of know her moves pretty well.
Yes, I do, and I've been studying tapes of her, and all I can say is she better be ready, because I am.
Well, the national exposure couldn't have hurt you. It was seen through a pay-per-view audience that went all around the country. It'll be seen today on Sports Channel America. So the exposure's got to be good for you, and I'm sure one of these days you'll get back to that rematch.
Good for a lot of people, in fact.
Yeah, it is good, but like I said, next time, Rockin' Robin, the belt's mine.
I mean, why are you so confident?
I'm confident because I know that I can beat her.
Well, that's a good reason. You obviously keep yourself in very, very good shape. What kind of rigorous training do you have?
I train probably 4 to 5 times a week at the gym. Get up very early in the morning. First thing I do is eat a good breakfast and then go to the gym.
Does it bother you that some consider wrestling to be a man's sport and that they don't look at ladies wrestling as being a true match of skills?
Well, I think you just really have to, it depends upon the lady wrestlers you look at. I mean, you have some lady wrestlers that it doesn't look like a sport, but then you have the professional wrestlers like myself, and you can see that it is a sport then.